Welcome to Coffee and RPGs. My name is Solomon S. Kane. Thank you for tuning in for another episode of MMO and RPG News Roundup. Yes, I've rebranded, and I did make a video explaining why I rebranded, and I'll have a link up at the cards on the top right-hand corner. But since we've got a lot of news to cover, I can't really get into it. And so, yeah, if you guys got your beverage of choice, let's cover the news together. Cheers to you guys. Just really quick, because I know there's a lot of Assassin's Creed fans out there, over at Gematsu.com, Assassin's Creed Valhalla announced trailer set for April 30th. Platforms and the release date were not announced, and yeah, I just wanted to let you know that that Ubisoft is working on another Assassin's Creed, but that might not come out as a surprise for many of us, though. So one of the bigger news, in my opinion, comes from MassivelyOP.com. Funcom appears to confirm a leak of Conan Exiles' Architect of Argos DLC. It goes on to read that the name Architect of the Argos isn't really the confirmed name, but that was the rumored name. And also, a user by the name of Wake4863 also went through the leak as well and details some of the things that we could expect from this new DLC, which includes newly 100 new building pieces within the theme, including roofs, fountains, and pillars, and lots of other nautical goodies. And with the theme being called Aquilonia-esque architecture? I'm probably saying that wrong, but you get the idea. And sticking with Age of Conan news, this next one's brought to you by MMORPG.com. Age of Conan Unchained receives Onslaught update. I'll have the trailer playing on the top to give the article more context. Age of Conan Unchained has received its first major update in years called Onslaught. Onslaught introduces a new game area based on Robert E. Howard's Black Colossus, published back in 1933, one of the original short stories featuring Conan the Barbarian. Here you'll be faced with a new threat as the ancient wizard of Thugra Khotan, I'm probably saying that wrong, has awoken after thousands of years and is seeking to fulfill his ambition of world domination. Additionally, new game mode, new quests, and a selection of new exquisite weapons and armor, including powerful star metal weapons and the Thugra Khotan vanity armor, are also included. Also, Guild Wars 2 hands out free anniversary gifts, plus play Icebrood Saga episodes for free. Until May 19th, you could grab Prince Ruig's Vanguard cape for free in the gem store. Additionally, Black Lion Trading Goods will offer free items every week. Keep in mind, these items will be available for 1 week after their start date, so you can't just log on to the very last day of the festivities expecting to get all of them. Just to name two, on Friday, May 1st, 5 transmutation charges, as well as Tuesday, May 12th for a toy mini egg. Additionally, you can check out the story of the Icebrood Saga for free for the next 3 weeks, and they will be released in different stages. For example, on April 28th through May 4th, play the prologue Bound by Blood, as well as May 12th through May 18th, the Shadow of the Ice, just to name two of the three. Additionally, buffs are abound in the form of 30% Magic Find, as well as 50% XP from all sources, just to name two. Back over to MassivelyOP.com. Neverwinter confirms delays to its 2020 content roadmap, work on a new class, and more in a live stream. And this is all because of the global thing that's going around that you are all aware of. Overall, things will likely be pushed back anywhere from 3 weeks to a month, with the Rage of Bell content update expected to enter open beta at some time this week, and the Zariel trial expected to enter open beta mid-May. The stream also confirmed that the team is working on a new class for Neverwinter, has no plans for any cross-form play for this generation of consoles as well. And in more Neverwinter news, this is brought to you by MMORPG.com. You can soon claim Timora's gift in Neverwinter. And what exactly is this gift? The gift appears to be the Amphiel Fancy Horse, might be saying that wrong, in exchange for 40 favors of Timora. And sticking with MMORPG.com, Mortal Online 2 closed combat alpha underway, and I'm really glad that we're getting updates from them, because we haven't really talked about Mortal Online 2 as of late. When it does go on to read, the video is only about 18 seconds of footage, but the footage features some devs attempting to stab each other in the woods, and the conclusion is expectedly bloody. And that's the game's, that's part of their brand, is just being absolutely brutal in terms of its combat. But if you don't know anything about this game, real quick, they go on to say, in Mortal Online 2, You get to explore a massive sandbox world with full PvP and loot. This makes every fight an adrenaline-fueled encounter, not for the faint of heart. Mortal Online 2 has no classes or levels. Instead, it features an open-ended skill system where the player gains points in skill simply by using them. And they do have a Steam page. The release date just says soon, if you want to check out more about this MMORPG. Back over to massivelyop.com, Dauntless shows off the features and cosmetics of the Rogue Elements Hunt Pass launching in April 30th. Dauntless is just about ready to kick off another Hunt Pass season this coming Thursday, April 30th. Expect the usual selection of things like emotes, consumables, and outfits, and weapon skins inspired by the technologically advanced Ostian Empire. Every week will feature a new contract quest with rewards such as Hunt Pass experience and seismic intel. This one's really cool too. We go on over to Gematsu.com. Cooperative RPG, life and farming simulator, Roots of Pacha, announced for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. All of them. But what's really cool is that this is a RPG set during the Stone Age. And again, it will launch for all the platforms that I just mentioned. And Crytivo, I believe that's how you say the studio's name, will host a closed alpha test via its Discord server prior to the game's launch as well. Very old school, very pixelated or pixel art based, and it looks really cool. I'm actually looking forward to this one. Also, really quick, Black Desert kicks off Springfest on PC, adds new mercantile system on mobile, introduces the Garmoth Guild boss on console. Basically, Springfest, from what I played so far, is basically an event for life skillers, which lets players put together, I don't know how to say that, I'm just going to call them Russian dolls, the ones that, you know, you stack inside within each other, full of goodies, make unique chicken and cow feed for more products from the livestock. Also, the new attack patterns from the guild boss Garmoth is also released, which makes the fight less aggravating because it would always fly, and yeah, it just made the boss fight a lot longer than it should be. Also, over on the mobile port, the merchantry system, I can't say it, is live, which lets players trade regional specialties across the in-game world, which is actually pretty cool. And we head on over to MMORPG.com for this one. Starborn shares stats from its open beta, and the one stat that I found really interesting was that it opened 8 servers at launch in just over 3 weeks, which is a pretty sizable amount. And if you don't know what Starborn is, it's a MMORTS, which of in itself makes me want to play it just because it's so different from your traditional MMORPG. Dual Universe launches a new Twitch channel and summarizes its features in a new video. The reason why I'm looking forward to this one is because out of all the voxel style games, this one to me looks like one of the better ones in terms of graphics and aesthetics. It does go on to read, the video touches on all the possible things players can do in the shared universe of Dual Universe, whether it's building structures and ships solo or with a corporation, joining in with other players to form nations and alliances, or waging battles big and small. It does a good job of illustrating the game's voxel-based creation tools and its single world MMO features. Next, we head on over to Destructoid.com. New Nier Replicant developers explain why they refrained from using the phrase remaster, and there might have been some confusion about what this game is, but it does go on to say it is more than a remaster, but it isn't quite a remake, hence the term version up. They say they will be adding additional elements that are new, and that includes the appearance and the voice actors for Automata's 2B and 9S, who will be playing new characters, and the refinement of clumsy original elements as well. And in other interesting news, we head on over to Ultra.com. Bohemia Interactive shuts down Bratislava Studio, but will continue DayZ development. I don't know if this is something that should be of concern, but they do say that DayZ creators Bohemia Interactive have released an official statement confirming that their Bratislava studio has been shut down, as earlier rumors suggested. However, the development made it clear that this will not affect DayZ development. So I will admit, I was curious where Bratislava is, if I'm even saying that right. So just a little FYI, it is here in Slovakia, right next to Austria and Hungary, or Hungary. I'll zoom out even more just to give you an idea where it is. So yeah, I was just curious where it was. So back over to MMORPG.com. Latest EverQuest 2 patch fixes some quest issues. And if you head on over to forums.daybreakgames.com, you'll see the list of fixes that they have, including item fixes, quest fixes, and zone and population fixes and adjustments as well. And I know this bug was very irritating for a lot of players, but heading on over to PCGamer.com, Fallout 76 hotfix stops NPCs from looting your corpse and stealing weapons. Next, we head on back to Gematsu.com. Bug Fables, the everlasting sapling for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Switch launches May 28th. I have to admit, this RPG is very charming. It's very cute. But it does go for $25. And the paper style adventure RPG first launched for PC via Steam back in November of 2019. And again, I got the trailer playing above me. I admit I am pretty interested, and it certainly is different. I mean, you're playing a bug. So next we head on over to massivelyop.com. Path of Exile works on improvements and bug fixes for the game's current Delirium League. It goes on to read, the latest small patch for the Delirium League is packed full of quality of life improvements as well as bug fixes and small balance tweaks. And again, if you head on over to pathofexile.com, you get a comprehensive list of their 3.10.1f patch review, which includes, again, Delirium improvements, skill improvements, as well as miscellaneous improvements as well. And I know in this next news, this is something that a lot of players are looking forward to, but we head on over to MMORPG.com. The Elder Scrolls Online's Greymoor, now slated to release on May 26th on the PC, as well as the console versions coming on June 9th. But they also do caution that this, of course, could change if something outside of their control happens, and they're referring to this global problem that we've been having that you guys all know about. But they also do note that some of the performance issues plaguing the Elder Scrolls Online right now, notably the delayed input problem that causes key presses not to register. They are working on it, and they're in investigation as well. But sticking with Elder Scrolls Online news, we head on over to massivelyop.com. Elder Scrolls Online previews Greymoor's world-spanning, largely non-combat Antiquities System. The new Antiquities System, one of the more intriguing treasure hunting systems in the whole genre, is a web of non-combat mechanics that encourages players to explore the world and deep dive the lore through travels and minigames, all over Tamriel. The rewards that you get can be exchanged for special gear, housing decor, mounts, and so forth as well. So this is a nice change up if you're just combat fatigued, for one example. Sticking with massivelyop.com, pick up a Moo Online CNI Fliff or Flife, I don't know how to pronounce that, or Rapples gift bundle for the Webzen 11th anniversary giveaway. Man, I butchered probably all of them, maybe except for C9. I do apologize. But yeah, Webzen is celebrating its 11th anniversary this week with big round of bonuses across all their catalog of MMOs. MassivelyOP.com did have bundles of keys with goodies for whichever game you wanted to pick, but they ran out of all the keys. Sorry, I couldn't get this news to you sooner, unfortunately, but they do have a list of all the goodies that you could have gotten. And for all the Red Dead Online fans out there, collectors receive double roll XP boosts. Limited time clothing makes a return, as well as discounts for this week that include 30% off all revolvers and 70% off all boots and skirts, just to name two. Additionally, the team also noted that a portion of the proceeds from Red Dead Online and GTA Online over the months of April and May will go towards the global relief for those affected by the current pandemic. Speaking of another update that a lot of people were looking forward to, over at Gematsu.com, Monster Hunter World Iceborne Expansion Title Update 4 has been delayed. But if you head on over to their website, they do say that they revamped the roadmap, as you can see here. And you'll notice that the schedule for Title Update 4 is just TBD. Next, we head on over to massivelyop.com. Astellia Online patches in advanced class flexibility and new attrotonics. This patch actually doesn't add anything new per se, but the patch does allow you to swap your advanced classes when out of combat for 3000 XP. So for example, you can now move from being a berserker and over to a crusader if that's more your speed. Attrotonics have also been overhauled somewhat, with longer duration on existing tonics sitting in players' inventories, and a new tonic with an even longer duration being added as well. Sticking with massivelyop.com, I know there's a lot of doubts out there whether or not Blizzard could actually release Shadowlands this year, considering the problem that the world is facing, but apparently, yes, World of Warcraft Shadowlands is still on track to be released this year. But they do note that they say this year. They didn't really give a specific date as of yet, so it could be November, December, October, who knows. And in a more interesting news, we head on over to MMORPG.com. RuneScape studio Jagex acquired, management to stay in place. So it says the studio behind RuneScape, Jagex, has been acquired by MacArthur Fortune Holdings LLC, and the deal was made at $530 million via the Platinum Fortune LP, which itself is from Shanghai Hongtu Network Technology. And that's the thing that caught me off guard. You're looking at a company name called MacArthur Fortune Holding LLC, and you think, oh, that's an American company, or maybe even a European one, but no, it's another Chinese company buying up more other gaming companies. So I'm probably just going to leave it as that, just so I don't get too political. But yeah. And that concludes today's episode of MMO and RPG News Roundup. I know today's episode was very dense and packed full of information, but again, if you're curious about any of the news articles that I covered today, the links to those articles, if you want to learn more about them, will be down in the pinned comment section below. And as always, I hope you guys stay safe out there. Have a blessed night, and I'll see you guys next time. Cheers again, everyone.